What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So here I am in Circleville, Ohio, which is about 40 minutes south of Columbus, and here to visit the grave of Conchata Ferrell. And if you're not familiar with the name, you definitely know the face. That's her. She was Berta on 2.5 Men, and 2.5 Men is one of the biggest shows of this century for sure. One of the biggest sitcoms. Hugely successful. John Cryer, Charlie Sheen, Ashton Kutcher after Charlie Sheen left. And then she played the housekeeper, Berta. Very sharp-witted, very funny on the show. And for me, like, as a fan of The Office and Parks and Recreation, shows like that, they're a little more, I would guess, it sounds weird, but a little more highbrow. And 2.5 Men is self-admittedly lowbrow humor. It's just silly, stupid, a lot of sexual innuendo, and but so watchable. I mean, the two leads, John Cryer and Charlie Sheen, two great actors from the 80s, team up, and the show is something you can put on, just watch, and you don't have to really think that hard. And I like that about it, and I like the show. And Berta made the show. She was nominated twice, I believe, for an Emmy, and didn't win either time, unfortunately. But she was kind of the backbone of the show, really. She was such a popular character, and I really like the show. I'm a 2.5 Men fan. I think it's a good show. It's fun to watch. You should give it a chance if you've never watched it. And her grave's right over here. She passed away of cardiac arrest in 2020 at the age of, I think, 77. And I remember saying to my mom when she passed away, I said, I can't believe she was 77. She looked a lot younger than 77. Very talented. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her life. We're going to go right over here and take a look at her final resting spot right here beside her parents. And there we are, Conchata Ferrell. I'm gonna leave a rock here. Somebody sent me some colored rocks, which is really nice. Some really special rocks. I've been leaving them lately. Just clear off so we can see what we're looking at here. I see people still come out here. This is her hometown. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about it right now. Conchata Ferrell was born in Loudendale, West Virginia, and then was raised in Charleston, West Virginia, but her family later moved here to Circleville, Ohio. She attended West Virginia University for 2 years, dropped out, and after working several jobs, enrolled and graduated from Marshall University with a degree in history education. She made her first onstage performance at Marshall in 1969 in the second Barford and Review, a skit comedy and musical production. She embarked on a professional stage career, and she won a Drama Desk, Obie, and Theatre World Best Actress Award for her performance in the off-Broadway play The Seahorse. She may originally be best known for her role as a frontier wife in the 1979 feature film Heartland, and then as a tough-talking owner of Mystic Pizza starring a young Julia Roberts. In 1992, she received her first Primetime Emmy Award nomination for a role on LA Law, and then she was in movies like Erin Brockovich, Mr. Deeds, K-Pax, and of course, Edward Scissorhands. Other TV shows that she was on were Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Love Boat, Night Court, Friends. Now, she's probably best known for portraying Berta, as I've said. She appeared in a total of 212 episodes from 2003 to 2015. She received 2 nominations for a Primetime Emmy Award, but lost both times. Once to Doris Roberts for Everybody Loves Raymond, another time to Jamie Presley for My Name is Earl. Conchata Ferrell died on October 12, 2020 from complications following cardiac arrest at the Sherman Oaks Hospital in Sherman Oaks, California. And she was 77 years old.
I think this is a special one. You know, it's not by all the people who sit around and go, well, it's not art. You know, it's about people going, they make me laugh, and I like that. And I think making people laugh is a really important job.
Reads Conchata G. Ferrell, March 28th, 1943, October 12th, 2020. Love and laughter. So that is the grave of Conchata Ferrell, and I'm here with my friend Jordan from Jordan's Film Quest. He has a YouTube channel here. We did a video about Dimebag Darrell 2 years ago here in Columbus, well, up in Columbus. But you're a fan of Two and a Half Men, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been a big fan of the show since it started. I pretty much watched it throughout my whole high school career.
So you watched it while it was on, while it was actually airing? Because I only watched it when Ashton Kutcher joined.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started watching like the actual, the broadcast at the time, and then I went back and then when the show ended, I watched over and over again every episode, like in on Netflix or whatever it was, Amazon, something like that. And now I've watched the series like maybe 2 or 3 times. I put it on, it's something you put on and you don't have to think, and it's actually got some clever writing. People give it a bit of a bad rap. And like I was saying, like, 'cause it is lowbrow humor, and it's not like other sitcoms, like, I'm trying to think besides The Office and Parks and Rec, but, the sitcoms like that are a little more, the writing is
It's definitely different from that kind of writing.
Right.
If you're a fan of the show, you can definitely tell that from The Office and Parks and Rec
there's
and stuff like that. It's got its own, I would say, dirty version of its own writing.
Yeah, it's exactly. And it's just something easy to watch, and it's fun. And I think some people are snobby about certain TV shows, and I think I kind of was at first. I thought maybe it's no, I don't know. And then I thought, well, it's got 2 stars that I love, Charlie Sheen and John Cryer. And then
Don't forget Angus T. Jones.
Angus T. Jones, Jake. That's right, Jake. Yes, that's right, Jake. And the mother, she was amazing on the show, Evelyn. Robert Wagner joined the show, and there were lots of. I think Emilio Estevez was on once, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was his. Well, I mean, he's Charlie's brother in real life. But in the show, I'm trying to remember who he.
Well, Martin.
It was his best friend in the show that they were catching up with.
And Martin Sheen played. Who did Martin Sheen play on it? Charlie's father. He was on it once.
Father-in-law?
I'm not sure. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, Conchata Ferrell was Berta, and she kind of was the backbone of the show. She really kind of, she ran the house, and she came in every episode, a few good lines. Then she had a great storyline with her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's famous for the word of calling Alan Zippy.
Zippy, that's right.
Hey, Zippy Longstockings.
Zippy.
Her humor was beyond amazing.
Yeah. She was so quick-witted on that show. So sharp. Okay. What are you laughing about? You thinking about it?
I'm just thinking of lines from her from the TV show, and like, I think it was Evelyn came in and she was asking for a cup of coffee, and Berta's like, "What's wrong? Or what's stopping you?" Just her humor was just.
Yeah, 'cause she didn't want to do anything. She took naps in Charlie's bed.
That's right.
She would sleep. She didn't want to do any work while she was there. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the episode where Charlie where she quit and he had to do the laundry. I remember that episode. He had to do and he had no clue how to work a washing machine or a dryer. That was pretty funny, and it beeped, and he was surprised that it beeped when it was done. Yeah, it was very funny. And Conchata Ferrell, really, it just seemed like a sweet person in real life. She had a daughter, and I think 2 adopted daughters as well from her marriage, because her husband had 2 daughters. So rest in peace, Conchata Ferrell. Jordan, thanks for coming out, man.
Absolutely.
All right, that's Conchata Ferrell from 2.5 Men. Peace out. Way over in the far corner, if you make a left when you come in the cemetery, you're going to go all the way to the end to where the road turns. Conchata Ferrell is just to your left, beside these 2 trees. Can't miss this is where the cemetery kind of ends. There's another road on private property right there, so you can't miss it. One thing about Conchata Ferrell is she kind of, in real life, she was very sweet and very sharp-witted in interviews and stuff, and kind of reminded me of my mom a little bit. And I think that's another reason why I was drawn to Conchata Ferrell and wanting to see her grave. Since my mom passed away too, because she had, my mother was not as dirty as Berta, but very sarcastic, super sarcastic. I think that's possibly where I got that from. I know it definitely is. And so she kind of reminded me of my mom, which is weird to say, but it's true.